Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Union Red Hawk basketball live from the UMAC in Tulsa, Oklahoma, as we're bringing you the semifinals of the Jinx Union Invitational, brought to you by the Oklahoma Ford dealers. And it's round number 2, Casey, between the Union Red Hawks and the Booker T Washington Hornets. Thanks for joining us on the Union Sports Network and, of course, Cox Cable. I'm Jim Douthit with the aforementioned Casey Jordan and partner. We got a matchup that we wanted to see right here.
Yes, we did. You know, we talked early before this tournament even started that we were really hoping that both of these boys would win their first game so we could get a rematch of Tuesday night. And, you know, here we are, and couldn't be more excited for it, man.
Now, we talked about at the beginning of this home stretch that the teams that Union was playing were 3 or 4 of the top 10 teams in the state. Booker T, obviously, we get a second shot at them, but they're 2-2 now after a loss in overtime to Jinx, and the Tigers beating us, coming in here and beating us. But then the Red Hawks turn it on. They beat Booker T. They won last night, and now we get the rematch. We talked off air earlier. I said, how does you getting that team this quick a second shot at them, and you think it favors really Booker T?
You know, it's definitely twofold, because Union does come in with the confidence, but you get a very upset Booker T. You know, if this was the loss of, you know, week first or second game of the season, it's no big deal. But this just happened Tuesday night.
It's the heart of the season.
Yeah, and they haven't forgot about it. And I know, you know, you and I talked about it. I had a conversation with Mr. Aaron Potter yesterday, and he was pumped up and ready for this game. So I anticipate and expect a very good, extremely fast game from the very get-go.
So the winner of this game will take on the number 1 Jinx Trojans after they beat the Oklahoma City Storm earlier, 69-58. And quick shout out to the Oklahoma City Storm, because they came into this tournament, they won last night, and Jinx was only up by 6 in the third quarter. So that Oklahoma City Storm team really made Jinx work for it. And Coach Clay Martin just walked by us a few minutes ago. He and a couple of his coaches are here scouting this for sure, because they get the winner of this game over on their home floor.
Yeah, it's, you know, I think it's some of definitely wanting to scout, but it's definitely some of just wanting to witness, because you got 2 really good teams. You know, they're different teams. Union has the height. You know, they have the length, where Booker T has the speed and the athleticism. You know, both of these teams are athletic, but, you know, like I said, we talked to Rod Thompson before the game Tuesday night, and he told us that the speed of Booker T was going to be something to watch, and he was curious how Union was going to match that. And neither one of us anticipated just how fast these boys were coming out from the get-go.
And they were on fire, that's for sure. So we'll be back with the starting lineups and the tip-off of Red Hawk basketball right here on your home for Union Sports. It's the Union Sports Network, and tonight, Cox Channel 93 or 93.
Come see this beat 1313 get 8 when I speak. I'ma say my piece, try to peace sign. What's about all that your 50 can't see? Yeah, buddy. Promise out deep, it ain't funny. My beliefs on the back of that money, and I promise I ain't running. I'm just trying to jump up on the track and let them know running. Yeah, buddy. I'm telling me the place I put on for. Fake got me living risky like I'm going for it on 4th and 11. I ain't talking about the pound cards, do you want more? Blake in the paint, I'm a blank for the cause. And it sure ain't be the lifestyle more than them toys. Oh Lord, he coming back like an on cause. You don't know, now you know. Boy, they ain't even know we was out here. They gon' find out what we bout here. Cause every day we turn up all day, yeah. Lights out cause the sun up. And now they know, now they know. Say now they know, 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 yeah. I'm done with hiding, we won't be denied no more. Now they know, always so watch out. Y'all better
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the John Q. Hammonds Arena on the campus of Union High School for tonight's Jinx Union Invitational, presented by your Oklahoma Ford dealers, the best in Oklahoma. The final game of the evening is a rematch between the Booker T. Washington Hornets and your Union Redhawks. First, let's meet the visitors. The Booker T. Washington Hornets. At 6'2", a senior number 1, IJ Johnson. At 6 foot, a junior number 2, Lathan Boone. At 6'1", a senior number 4, Cam Parker. At 6'1", a senior number 21, Richard Wilson. And at 6'4", a senior number 24, Aaron Potter. Head coach of the Hornets is Eli Brown III, assisted by Eric Gill, Kevin Williams, and Jorge Rodriguez. And now for the starting lineup for your Union Redhawks. At 6 foot, a junior number 0, Malachi McElwee. At 6'3", a sophomore number 1, Dalen Fuller. At 6'3", a sophomore number 11, Cedric Dixon. At 6'9", a junior number 22, Trent Pierce. And at 6'6", a sophomore number 31, Chris Mason. Head coach of the Redhawks is Rudy Garcia.
Welcome back in as Tyler Ashley finishes the starting lineups for the Union Redhawks. We can tell you that for Booker T. Washington and the Hornets, they'll start with Johnson, Boone, Parker, Wilson, and Potter. And for Coach Garcia and his Union Redhawks, it's McElwee, Fuller, Dixon, Pearson, Mason. And I believe it's the same starting 10 players that we had this Tuesday night. Ladies and gentlemen, sit back, get your popcorn, get your sodas, get your beverage of choice. This is going to be another instant classic, we imagine, Casey.
Get your cold pops ready.
Get your cold pops ready. Pearson, again, size is to the advantage of the Redhawks, but speed is to the advantage of the Hornets. And off the face-off, listen to me. There you go, Scott McCrary. Off the tip-off, Union wins it. And Pierce just out-jumped. Now Fuller, up high to Pierce. Pierce far side to McElwee. He'll shoot the 3, good! And a great start, good ball movement.
I feel like we just witnessed this Tuesday night. If this is how it's going to be, it's going to be a very fast, high-scoring first quarter.
And what you're hearing in the background is a very loud student section hustle there by Wilson to get the rebound. Far point 3, can't get it to go, but again, the Hornets come away with a rebound up high. Johnson inside, can't get it, but again, Wilson with a rebound for 3, Boone, good. And the Redhawks need to clean that up right now, Casey.
And, I feel like this is the same conversation we had Tuesday night. They got to match Booker T's energy, and
there's a steal. There's your boy up ahead. And the one. Fuller with a foul.
Going for the three-point play in a different fashion than we saw him Tuesday night.
Potter just looked over here, and I think he was looking right at you, sir.
Hey, I told him I'm here for it.
That kid is dynamic. Hope you're ready is the chant from the student section, and they are fired up tonight. Can't get it to go, and Pierce is the rebound. And the student section's on fire.
That's new. We haven't seen that this year, so.
We have not, and the Red Hawk fans have come out in support tonight. Now Fuller, get it up high to Mason. Mason will put it on the floor. Far side tip, out of bounds. Boone knocked it out of bounds. Now Pierce will inbounds it, gives it to Mason. Mason will go to work. He'll give it over to McElwee. McElwee to Pierce for 3, nope. Good look, couldn't get it to go, and up ahead is is Parker. Parker in. Mason will get the foul charged to him. Parker will go to the line and shoot 2. Oh, my apologies. Said that was Dixon. I didn't think Dixon was anywhere around it. Regardless, Dixon will get charged with the foul. And Parker makes the first of 2. Lots of chatter coming from behind us, in front of us, all over. What a great atmosphere. Mason with the rebound. With his head on a swivel. That's good. Mason brings it all the way up the floor. Something we don't see very often. I don't think that's what Coach drew up. Regardless, 3 ball from the corner. Rebound Booker T, and they're out coming quick. 3 ball there, in and out. Rebound by Fuller. Stolen. Inside. And 2.
Yeah,
and
really,
it's almost like they left him on an island by himself, and he had nothing he could do with it.
yeah, he turned around, and Potter was sitting right there waiting for him. And, he had active hands and disrupted the lane. And
block there, up ahead. Boone got the block. And a little razzle-dazzle, didn't quite work like they wanted it to. But Coach Garcia will take a quick timeout, and we'll take a timeout as well. 10-3, 5:41 remaining in the first. You're watching Union basketball on the Union Sports Network.
I took a walk around the world to ease my troubled mind. I left my body lying somewhere in the sands of time. But I watched the world float to the dark side of the moon. I feel there's nothing I can do.
Back live coming out of the timeout, 10-3. Booker T comes out hot, just like they did Tuesday night.
a little bit different fashion than what we saw Tuesday night, though. They were hitting on all cylinders from the three-point line, but tonight they're doing it, closer around the rim and taking advantage of Union's length and getting to the charity stripe to try to turn it into a three-point play.
Now Fuller up high to McElwee. McElwee will put it on the floor. He'll get it to Mason. Mason will go to work. Use that big body size. Fuller for 3. Can't get it to go, and nobody crashing the board there. That's got to change as well. Up ahead is Johnson. Now Johnson from the free throw line. Jumper can't get it to go, and Pierce cleans it up. Boy, and he wanted that.
No, and that's a conversation that we had, and that's something we need to see more from Trent. And luckily, it's happening early and not late.
No basket. Foul was before Mason took the shot. Fans aren't happy about it, but that's the right call. I like them working Mason inside. Again, size has got to be on our side.
Yeah, if
and they have to use it.
If they watch the film after that first game Tuesday night, they understand that they got an advantage there. And
Pierce with the board, can't get it to go. McElwee with a rebound, can't get it to go. Tipped around, but at least they're fighting for the ball, and that's going to be a jump ball. Possession will be awarded back to the Hornets. Good job by Pierce in the hustle inside. Got to keep crashing the boards, though. Coach Eli Brown will come out and throw up some numbers as far as what he wants to see. Kenneth Dorsey is now in. Long three, can't get it to go. Rebound, back to the Hornets. Bobble around, and they'll put it back in. Unfortunate that McElwee couldn't hold the handle there. Now up ahead, alley-oop, and Pierce, and the fans come alive. But the Redhawks are still down by 7.
And that's the activeness from Trent that we want to see, earlier and often from him, because he's a dynamic athlete with his size and speed.
Oh, and a travel called. And Potter can't really believe it. But guess what? Doesn't matter.
Yeah. Nothing you can really do about that. You definitely don't want to sit there and argue with the ref, which he wasn't. But
No.
you don't want to get in that situation because that can just make your night longer. So you know, if you're Potter, you just readjust and get back to the game. And, you know, it's a situation he doesn't want to be in. And
now Pierce, McElwee up high. Far side to Dixon. Dixon cutting Mason. Foul's going to be off the ball. And nice turnaround jumper. I'm glad he continued that shot, so he didn't pull up on it. Jaden Oates will get charged with a foul. Sanders will check in. Lathan Boone will check in for Booker T. Up high to Pierce. Pierce with the size. From the free throw line, can't get it to go. Way up ahead, 2-on-1, bounce pass. Wow. That court vision by that young man was phenomenal, and that may be the best pass we've seen, well, since Tuesday night, I think. Foul there. Not too sure what's happening. Jaden Oates is getting in Mason's face. Three team fouls, and this is kind of the intensity we expected. DeMond Sanders tucks his shirt in. He'll get the inbound the ball. He'll get it to McElwee. They'll set it up. See what happens between Mason and Oates underneath. Now Sanders looks inside to Pierce. Nice pass. Easy two for Pierce. Good court vision by Sanders, and that's that height that we got to take advantage of. I know I've said it twice already, but it's true. Now long three, nothing but air. And he'll hear about it from the student section.
you know, you have something there with both Pierce and Mason, and they're not just tall. They're both very athletic. They're both very fast. They use their length really good. Chris uses his size to a really good advantage. So you want to see those two really get active down there, and they need to control the paint, and that should be kind of their story and live.
There's Potter with the steal. Little razzle-dazzle and a big block there by Mason. You got to be kidding me. They get 2 points, but Mason shows the defensive prowess. The ball's out of bounds. And here we go underneath. Everybody's bowing up, and there's got to be some cooler heads. Technical fouls are coming all around. Chris Mason needs to get controlled. And this is exactly what we expected. And I believe Jaden Oates got teed up, and he may be gone. Potter's trying to control him right now, but Oates wants everybody. And that's exactly what we expect. I know this is high school basketball, but this is competition, and there's nothing wrong with what we're seeing out here. I like it. Unfortunately, they're going to have to control Jaden Oates on the far side because he still wants a piece of everybody. Now you got the entire Red Hawks bench and coaches up talking with the officials about what's happening. Regardless, I know there were some tees. And Casey, did you expect anything less?
No. No, not really. But you definitely don't want to see it get to that level, and how.
And that's what happens though. These two teams, and you said it, it's fresh. This was Tuesday night.
Yeah, there's a little bit of excessive jawing going on, and you kind of expect that. But
now, what's interesting is the tees. Nobody's shooting any foul, or nobody's shooting any shots, and I definitely saw a tee by an official.
Yeah, I think they might have called. I don't know.
Well, I wish we knew. Regardless, we're back to basketball. And a host of players have been changed hands. And order has been restored. Now Mason. Mason goes to work. Strip there. Ball's going to be tipped out of bounds, and Potter with the nice hands. The 6'4" senior showing off already. He's electric and fun to watch. Dixon will have a seat. Mims will check in. So Mims, Pierce, Mason, McElwee and Sanders on the floor for Coach Garcia. And a plethora of new players for Coach Eli Brown. Now Sanders, far side. I really wanted to see McElwee take that shot. Foul away from the ball. The charge is going, or excuse me, the foul is going to be charged to Lathan Boone. That'll be his first off the ball. And still, all kinds of jawing, and they're really trying to get in Chris Mason's head right now.
Yeah, the refs are going to have to step in and kind of get this settled down real quick because it's about to be foul city, and it could get ugly very quick.
And there's a foul quickly on Pierce, and Pierce will go to the line. Pearson gets it to Mason. Mason gets it to Sanders. Sanders with a drive, nice finger roll, can't get it to go. Mason with the rebound, he can't get it to go. And quickly up ahead of the Hornets. Potter with some nice dribble moves, but he runs right into Potter. Coach Ritter wanted to travel. Instead, it's going to be a foul. That's going to be charged to Damon Sanders. And we are going to do our best to keep up with it because pandemonium has erupted here at the UMAC. Potter with a nice move. Sanders and McElwee. 18-7, 128 remaining, and we're still in the first. Mason will get the ball inside, back to Pierce. Pierce will shoot the three. Good! Trent Pierce from way outside. 18-8 now. Baseline jumper, and that's good. And the foul. Micaiah Chambers with the baseline jumper, and the foul will be charged to Sanders, and that is going to be Sanders' second. Fuller will check back in. Sanders will have a seat. So for the original starting five, Mason will get charged with the foul. Now it can go the other way, Casey, where all of a sudden they're calling everything.
Yeah, and you see some of that.
And there's no flow to a game at that point. I'm not saying he was wrong here.
No, I mean, there was definitely a push off, but you're seeing some of the backlash to kind of what happened earlier. They're calling a lot closer than they typically have been just because they don't want to see it get out of hand. And, we about saw that early in the first.
Three ball, good! Cam Parker for three, and it's 23-10. And a quick timeout by Coach Garcia. And he wants a full timeout. And he wants another conversation with an official. And the timeout's a full timeout. And we'll take one quickly as well. 1 minute remaining in the first, 23-10. You're watching Union Redhawks basketball on the Union Sports Network at Cox Cable 93. Back live, 1 minute remaining here in the first, 23-10. Booker T on top of Union. And if you're just now joining us, you have missed one heck of a first quarter. Lots of intensity, lots of emotion. And Pierce, he'll give it up to Fuller. Fuller back to Mims. Mims over to McElwee. Inside to Pierce. Good defense there by Johnson. And Booker T will come away. Quickly up the floor. Johnson, acrobatic move. Can't get it to go, but Booker T will get it back. Now Parker. Potter for three, can't get it to go. And Fuller will clean it up. 22-21, and we need to come away with some points here, Casey.
Yeah.
18. Three ball, can't get that to go. And Potter comes away with the board. 9 and 8 seconds. Johnson over to Boone. Now Boone will switch it up. Far side, Johnson. Parker for three, can't get it to go. So at the end of the one, 23-10 is the score. Booker T on top. The Jinx Union Invitational is brought to you by the Oklahoma Ford dealers. They're the best in Oklahoma.
Yes, sir. Not a follower. Fit the box, fit the mold, have a seat in the foyer. Take a number. I was lightning before the thunder. Kids were laughing in my classes while I was scheming for the masses. Who do you think you are? Dreaming about being a big star. They say you're basic, they say you're easy. You're always riding in the backseat. Now I'm smiling from the stage while you were clapping in the nosebleeds.
Back lives. Second quarter action. Pierce is going to take it out of bounds for Union right in front of us. And Booker T's speed has definitely been on display so far.
You know, we didn't really expect anything less out of them. We saw that firsthand Tuesday night, just how fast that they can come out. But this is the same situation that Union was in the first game. They got down and had to battle their way back in.
Just like that, inside to Pearson. That's what they needed to do, and I think that's what sparked Tuesday night, was getting it inside, get it into the big men, get it to Pierce, get it to Mason, let them go to work. That was a good jump by him because it ended up being triple teamed. He'll go to line and try to complete the three-point play to get it to within 10. As I look up on the scoreboard as well, Union's in the bonus. Or excuse me, Booker T is in the bonus. Union not quite in the bonus yet.
I think there was
No, that's a lie.
more fouls called in the first quarter than the whole game was last time.
Yeah, well, it got a little chippy early on. Now Potter, nice move. He'll get it far side. The drive and the finish. Johnson with the nice finish there. And McElwee will bring it up. Every time Union tries to close it up, Booker T definitely gets it back. Now Mason, three for Fuller. Can't get it to go. Rebound, Booker T, 3-on-1, quickly up ahead. And no call either way. McElwee tried to take the charge, but that's probably a good no call.
You know, I know the crowd behind us wanted a call there, but there was a little bit of a show to it.
Pierce for three. And Pierce has got 13 of the 16, and he's got the hot hand. Now the long three to answer, can't get it. Parker wanted it badly, but he didn't get it. Now up ahead, McElwee will shoot the three. In and out, Fuller with the rebound, and he'll go to the line and shoot two.
But right there, Fuller did exactly what we've been saying for the last 5 games. Crash the boards, follow shot, and he did just that. Almost come away with the three-point opportunity, but now he has to earn them from the stripe. And, you know, that's something that we've been begging to see from this team all year, is crashing the boards.
Hustle. Mims will check out. Dixon will check back in. But right now it's the Trent Pierce show, as he's got 13 of the 17 points, and you want to continue to work that. Jaden Oates checked back in.
You know, there's a reason why Mr. Pierce is getting offers and being recruited with some of the best of them. You know, he's a phenomenal young man, and sometimes, you know, selfishly, I wish he would realize just how good he is and, you know, take over like I want him to. But I also understand that you can't be a selfish player and you got to play within your team. So credit to him for being a team player instead of worrying about single accolades.
Yeah, and he's taking over tonight. Chris Mason says, third row. Oh, my.
Those young men sitting right there were kind of looking at him like, we didn't say anything.
It's not our fault, sir. Chris Mason. And I think with Jaden Oates coming back in, that might have fired up Mr. Mason just a little bit. Now Booker controls it. Parker, baseline turnaround jumper, can't get that to go. Ball out of bounds. Touched last by the Hornets. But you can't leave McElwee by himself. Somebody's got to get back and help him out, and Pierce will come back. They're going to make Pierce bring it up. Covered nicely there by Johnson. Now Fuller. Fuller guarded closely there by Parker. That's going to be a foul to Parker off the ball. It'll be the second foul on Parker. Jaden Oates on the floor with 3, Parker with 2, Johnson with 2, and Potter with 1 for the Hornets. Fuller with 1, Dixon with 2, and Mason with 1 on the floor for the Red Hawks. 27-20, and just like Tuesday night, they're beginning to chip at this lead slowly.
You know, and that's what you got to do. You know, you don't have to get all 10, 18, 9 back, however many it is, all in one possession. And I mean, you physically can't, but what you can do, play good defense.
And not let that happen. Johnson for 3. And Johnson's got 7 for the Hornets. 30-20, 5:15 remaining here. Semifinals of the Jinx Union Invitational. We're live on Union Sports Network and Cox 93 inside to Mason. Mason turnaround, good.
You know, Mason has a disadvantage down there, or an advantage down there, and that's something that if I'm Union, I'm taking full advantage of the situation and giving him the ball.
Potter for 3, can't get it to go. Some fancy footwork from him. But you got to get the rebound on that. They'll slow it down, and Johnson will turn around and look at Coach Brown for some guidance. Now far side to Parker. Parker loses the handle, but gives it to Potter. Now Potter directs some traffic. Little head fake there. Back to Johnson. Johnson corner. Parker drives. Everybody collapses. And Mason got all ball, but guess what? That's going to be a foul, and Coach Garcia can't believe it either. And if looks could kill right now, Mr. Jordan, Coach Garcia would get charged with first-degree murder.
Yeah, I'm not trying to sound like a homer, but I kind of agree with Coach Garcia there, and that looked pretty clean to me from this angle. But
again,
maybe there's a different angle that we couldn't see from our vantage point, and he had hand or arm, but from right here it looked like it was all ball. Never even left the ground.
Parker gets them both. The lead is 10. Mims will check in. Chris Mason will have a well-deserved seat. Pierce will take it out. McElwee will bring it up. Guarded nicely there by Potter. Now Mims. Mims goes to work, turnaround jumper. Nice job by Mims. Great little move by him, and he muscles it in. Now quickly up ahead, Booker T. And Mims comes back with a big block. Potter for 3, and it's good. I guess that ball was going to be out of bounds. No basket.
No basket. They called him out of bounds as he was shooting.
Out of bounds as he was shooting. Appreciate the eyes from you because I missed it. I wondered why the horn went off just as that ball was in the air. That would be the reason. So 32-24. McElwee directed some traffic. He'll get it to Pierce. Pierce guarded nicely there by Smith. Smith and the steal. Smith up ahead. There's Potter, and he'll slam it down. And Potter gives it to everybody, and he gets teed up. He gave it to the fans, and now there's the technical. And the fans come alive. And I hate to be a homer there, but unless he said something wrong, man, I don't know if I agree with that. And I know I'm wearing a Union logo, but
unless
that's a tough call.
Unless he said something we can't hear, but
right, for sure.
Just chipping at the fans whenever all the fans are chipping at these players left and right. I don't know. I don't agree with that, but hey.
Wow.
What do I know?
Yeah. So regardless, the tee's called, and Dixon will get both of the shots, and it's 34-26 now. And Potter, young man, hey, keep your head up, kid. Pierce will get it into McElwee, 34-26. McElwee looks for some help. Pierce gets it. He'll get double teamed, gets it back to McElwee quickly. Nice job by him. Inside to Mims. Mims will go to work in the paint, and he'll go to the rim and shoot two. Cam Parker will get charged with the foul, and that's Cam Parker's third foul. That's what Coach Brown is asking for. Parker went straight up. Regardless, he's going to get charged with the foul. What gets a little dangerous for both teams is if you don't know what you can get away with on the floor, right, Casey? And I'm not knocking what's happening.
No,
but it can turn into that quickly.
You know, I hate to say it like this. This is still some backlash from what happened in that first quarter. You know, they're trying to keep it reined in. They're trying not to let this escalate like it did in that first quarter, which, you know, me personally, I'm not a fan of how many fouls are being called, but I understand the situation. If you didn't see what happened in the first quarter, you got to understand that they're doing this to try to keep things in control right here.
Nice job by there, Michael Smith. Easy little jumper, 36-27. And McElwee showing off some moves. Get it inside Mims. Foul will be charged to Richard Wilson. It'll be Wilson's first. Team's 11th. The double bonus. Mims will go to the line and shoot the double bonus. Now, if you're just joining us and you didn't see what happened, we had about, 3:47-ish or so left in the first, and a lot of players came together, and it really started with the battle between Chris Mason and Jaden Oates, and no punches were thrown, none of that. We both saw an official give the T signal. Nothing came of it. We didn't hear Tyler Ashley say anything. Cooler heads did prevail. But this is what we expect. In the paint quickly, Mims jumped ahead. Tried to get a jump on a ball that he knew wasn't going in, and he couldn't do it. So, to your reference, that's what we're talking about.
Yeah, and you know, I don't like the way that it's become, but once again, I understand why it is how it is, but it really just disrupts the flow of everything. And when you have to call, now we're up to 17 fouls here in the first half.
McQuarters is in now for Coach Garcia. Pierce, pull it up, he'll shoot the three. And they said he traveled. And the fans will show their appreciation. I'm not too sure if the fans behind us are showing our appreciation that he fouled or that the refs called it in their favor. Either way, it's Hornet basketball. 2:25 remaining here in the second. Johnson up ahead. Guarded there by Mims. Johnson. Ball thrown way out of bounds. Michael Smith tried to hit somebody far side. I believe he was looking for Boone. Couldn't get it to happen. 2:09 remaining. McQuarters will get it into McElwee. McElwee will bring it up. Guarded closely there by Boone. He'll cross the timeline. Gets it to McQuarters. McQuarters will put it on the floor, and he'll look to set it up. Gets it over to Fuller. Fuller to McElwee. McElwee, Fuller, McQuarters, Pierce, and Mims on the floor for Coach Garcia. Now up high.
Ooh.
Pierce for three, good! And the lead is cut to 6 as Johnson brings it back down the floor quickly. Boone, little step, and he traveled. And the fans behind us not happy about that, but traveling's traveling, guys.
That same travel was called just on the other end on Trent Pierce, so.
You can't do that. The chants from Ethan Hayes and a great squad that's shown up here for Union Red Hawk fans. Children's section, sorry guys. Student section is on fire. Now McQuarters. McQuarters looks, gives it back to Pierce. Pierce will go far side, over to McElwee. McElwee back up to Fuller. McElwee will shoot the three, good! And the lead is now 3 with 1:02 remaining. Coach Brown will take a timeout, and the fans are electric. We'll take a timeout as well. It's Union Red Hawk basketball on the Union Sports Network and Cox Channel 93.
PinnacleDesignCo.com for more information.
Back live, 1:02 remaining. Union has cut Booker T. Washington's lead to 3 on some timely threes by Trent Pierce.
This is almost an identical game of what we saw last game. Booker T came out, punched Union in the mouth, and Union responded, inching their way back in, and
just like that off the ball, Michael Smith is going to get charged with a foul off the ball. Cedric Dixon will check back in. McQuarters will step out. And Coach Garcia is back to his starting 5 with 54 seconds remaining here. Pierce with the nice using his length there as Johnson made a nice play on the ball but couldn't quite get it. McElwee with 46 seconds will set it up. Guarded closely there by Boone. McElwee will tell everybody to go. He's got some help up high with Pierce. Pierce guarded by Johnson, now over to Fuller. Fuller does a little sidestep. Now he'll open up into the lane. And an easy layup. And the lead is 1. And Fuller did that all by himself, Casey.
Yeah,
kind of opened up that lane.
That was, really good execution by the offense there. They got the ball going both ways and didn't.
Rebound there by Smith. Long ball, can't get it to go. Potter hustles with 5 seconds. Union comes away with it. McElwee picks it up. Long ball up ahead to Mason. He's got to shoot it quick, and he doesn't. Doesn't get it off. But a great finish for the Union Redhawks there as they jog off. Only down by 1. So it's halftime. The Union Jinx Invitational, holy smokes, is brought to you by the Oklahoma Ford dealers. They're the best in Oklahoma. We'll be back with second half action after this.
about to go down. In a minute, let me touch down. I'ma get it. 'Cause I been waiting all night to make it go from the friend zone to the end zone. Tryna take it to the house, baby, let's go. 'Cause I been waiting all night. It's game time. I'm a hustler, baby. Why you think they pay me? Let me know when you're ready to roll. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. It's hard to yell when the barrel's in your mouth. Come on. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Hey. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Hey. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. VIP coming live from the VIP. Heard the nightlife, lost life with that beat. Both fed in the state, wanna see by me. The whole city got pissed, heard he got 3. That other rapper got a hit, but shawty, he not out. Who set the city on fire soon as he got free? The king back now. Bros don't even know how to act now. Hit the club, strippers getting naked before I sat down. Still ballin', money stacked tall the shack now. Still push a button and let the roof on the lag down. I'm on the road doing shows, pulling back down. Mississippi to Philly, Albuquerque to Chat Town. Got the crowd yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All my hot girls yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All the dope boys yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Front to back game yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Yeah, what up, Southern rapper, hooded than this? I got rich and I'm still in a hooligan clique. You be rapping by flow, I was moving the brick. You talk about you now we're doing it quick. If they hit you in the face, you gon' be suing me quick. Never catch another case, I know it truly be missed. So I'ma keep a cool head, stay out of the news headlines, and show these other rappers it's bedtime. It's clear to see that I'm ahead of my time. I copy thrown down hard, talk forever to shine. I got some time, they ain't names like a better with time. We got a flow and a live show better than mine. I got a packed house yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All my hot girls yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All the dope boys yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Front to back game yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Mic check, 1 2 1 2. You wanna beef with the king? What is you gon' do? When you show up on the scene, 1 2 guns drew. You and your friend and play a little 2 on 2. If you do half of what I do, you'll be hitting the deck. I got a tool and a vest, I can get some respect. I'ma make it hard for another sucker to flex.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the semifinals of the Jinx Union Invitational. Booker T and the Union Redhawks, 36-35, the Hornets on top. Big shout out to a lot of folks that are listening right now. Emily Barkley from the house, Dr. Marla Robinson, and all the Union faithful. We appreciate you guys tuning in, not only on the Union Sports Network, but on Cox Cable as well. And a shout out to all the Booker T. Washington fans out there, and probably a handful of Jinx fans right now wondering who they're going to get to play tomorrow. And right now, Casey, it's no, it's up in the air, sir.
Yeah, you got two different teams with two different styles, but you got two really good teams, so you're getting exactly what you expected from this game. You know, you and I both said we didn't expect anything else but a really good, hard-fought game, and that's what we're getting right now.
So big shout out too to the Union Varsity Cheers. They're heading to Dallas. They're on their way down there right now. They look to defend their national championship in the game day division this weekend. So ladies, good luck, and let's bring back some hardware, shall we? Be a nice way. Close out a quality weekend. So as we get set, leading all scorers is Trent Pierce for Union with 16. For Booker T, it's Potter with 8. What's the conversations that Coach Brown has with his Hornet team? Because they were dominant, but again, they've got to feel like, gosh, this has happened to us before.
Start fast and finish. You know, that's kind of what they struggled with in that first game. They started really fast. They got out. You know, I said it earlier, they punched Union in the mouth, and Union responded. So you kind of want to come out and get it going, but not slow down. So start fast and finish.
Parker to Wilson. Wilson outside to Potter. He'll shoot it, can't get it to go. Chris Mason comes away with the boards. McElwee will bring it up. Starting fives for both squads that they started the game with are now on the floor. Fuller for 3, and it's good. And Union has its first lead of the evening, 38-36. Back down the floor. Jumper can't get it to go. McElwee will come away with it. He's going to push the pace as he goes. And the foul's going to get charged to Potter. Will not be a shooting foul. Potter's third foul of the evening, though. And are we at the point where we start going after him a little bit?
Yeah. Oh, beautiful execution there out in the inbound play. They had a nice little double screen for Trent to roll around both of them. Caught it with no one on him, and easy bucket.
And Coach Brown is going to take a timeout, and we will as well. We're just underway at the second half. Union has come out and taken the lead by 4. We're back after this. DC brings us back from the break, and well, you can't get any more electric than how this game started and how it continues to be as Union has taken the lead by 4. We'll see what Booker T draws up off the timeout, and that was a 3-ball, couldn't get it to go. Pierce with the rebound, up ahead. 3-ball, in and out, couldn't get it. Rebound, Booker T. And Fuller really wanted that 3. It was a good look, but he couldn't get it. Now back the other way, short. Potter with a nice hustle. Tried to get it off Pierce, but it stayed in bounds. They'll try to take the 3. And a bunch of Red Hawks collapsed on it. And I don't know how we came away with the ball, but we did. Pull, 3, and it's good. Dixon for 3. Up ahead, Potter. Nice acrobatic move. He can't get it to go. And then the foul, and foul be charged to Wilson. Wilson's second foul. And just like that, Coach Brown's, the wheels are falling off the Hornet train real quick.
Yeah, they're giving Potter a little bit of a rest because kind of the conversation that we were about to have was, he has 3 fouls. So in my opinion, that's the one that you start going after because, he's really good with good active hands. So, you
and
get
explosive.
him. Yeah, you get him in a, trying to get him in a ticky-tack, non-foul situation, but it gets called. So you try to get him out as quick as you can.
3-ball. Can't get it to go. Rebound. Jaden Oates.
Got to crash the boards, fellas.
Got to foul it. McElwee will come away with the steal. He'll bring it up the boards, or up the boards. There's the other hockey reference. I'm getting a little discombobulated myself. Now Mason. I'd like to see Chris Mason play a little hockey. He'd be. Woo. Imagine him laying into you. Now this side, McElwee. He'll settle it down. 5:26 remaining here.
Which is the smart play. I mean, both teams kind of got into a big run and gun situation and just throwing up 3s as soon as he gets down.
Yeah, and Pierce wanted the foul, but he just didn't get a really good look. I didn't think he had somebody right in his face. So now Parker will set it up, get it over to Johnson. Johnson almost lost the handle there, but controlled by Boone. Now Boone. Far side for Chambers. Chambers back up high to Parker. Switch to Johnson. Johnson goes, blocked there by Pierce. Mason comes away with it.
But that's that height we talk about. Those two have got to use their length to their advantage and really start disrupting the lane.
Fuller with a drive, and he'll get fouled. I think he got lucky there because he was kind of in midair with not a lot of choices. Potter will check back in.
Booker T comes out and plays a very, aggressive style defense, which me personally, as a fan, and doesn't matter who it is, I love to see. But the problem is, and the downfall is depending on, the situation, it can be used to your disadvantage. And, but I love the aggressive style. I love the quick hands, the fast pace that Booker T loves to play with.
And they are definitely quick. Now the foul was Not a shooting foul, so Union gets it out. But already 3 fouls called, team fouls on Booker T. Inside to Mason, up off the glass, can't get it to go. Mason has not had the hot hand tonight as he's only got 2.
No, but we both know Chris Mason's one of those players that it doesn't take much for him to get it rolling, and if he does.
Partially blocked there. Dixon with the block, up ahead. Pierce takes the 3, can't get it to go, but he follows his shot. Inside, finger roll, can't get it. He gets his own rebound twice. And that's what he's got to do. We've said it all game long. Now Potter up ahead. Potter for 3, in and out. Mason with the rebound. He'll get double teamed, but he'll get it out to McElwee. McElwee quickly up ahead. Nice move by McElwee. He's going to take it all the way to the hole. Can't get it to go. Pierce with the rebound. Ball's going to be tipped out of bounds. Last touch by Chris Mason.
Yeah.
Good hustle, though.
No, 100%. I absolutely love what Trent's doing right now. And, you know, Emily, if you're listening, I would gladly be a hype coach for free and just sit on the sidelines and remind Trent who he is every game.
Because he's got 20 of the 45. And the only player on the floor in double digits. Now Johnson brings it down far side to Potter. Potter will shoot the 3. Can't get it to go. Pierce with the rebound again. He'll get it. Pierce got it over to McElwee. McElwee back to Pierce. Pierce goes up. He'll drive the lane and draw the foul.
I was
Trent
expecting
Pierce is feeling it right now.
I was expecting a full Vince Carter dunk back in his Raptor days right there.
So Pierce go to the line and shoot 2. 4 team fouls now on Booker T. Can't get that one to go.
But, you know, this is something we've talked about with Union. You know, sometimes they tend to go away from the hot hand instead of feeding who has it. So this is one of those situations that you really lean on Trent. You know, get Booker T to start double, triple teaming him, and that's going to open things up for Chris and Cedric and Fuller, you know, these other guys. So keep feeding Trent until they can stop it, and then once they start crashing, take advantage of it.
Potter checked out. Boone checked back in for coach of the Hornets. Can't get that to go. Quickly up ahead is Fuller. Fuller loses the handle, and that's going to be quickly corralled by the Hornets. Nice job there. Speed showing off. Up ahead to Boone. Boone's going to travel. Much to the chagrin of the fans behind us, but he took too many steps.
But once again, you know, Trent Pierce using his length and disrupting that shot, and all he had to do was just go straight up in the air.
Coach Brown will take a timeout, and we will as well. 46-36. It's Union basketball on the Union Sports Network and Cox. Back live. 2:45 remaining here in the third. Union will get the ball out of bounds. Fuller will bring it up. Stolen there by Johnson. Johnson ahead and just quickly lays it in. Nothing flashy. He knows what they have to do. Now McElwee. McElwee, Potter got some nice hands there. But McElwee showing off moves of his own. Boy, I want to see Mason take that from the corner. Good! Fuller for 3. And Fuller's got 12. And they're all three-pointers, if I'm not sadly mistaken. And Potter will take too many steps. Travel galore. It's been called on both sides.
No, they've been calling that, and I don't know. I don't like the call, but I get it. And you're right. They've been calling it both ways, but it's kind of a stutter step situation to where I guess you're taking 2 steps before you dribble, so therefore it's a travel. But
stolen by Potter. Great hands there. Mason couldn't keep the handle, and Boone will bring it up. Now Boone looks to drive, kicks it back out to Johnson. Johnson will shoot the 3 way off. Pierce will grab it, and the air ball chance will rain down from the student section. Now Pierce up ahead, pushes off Oates, stops, loses the handle, and now Potter's up ahead. Goes right in against McElwee, and that's a good job for Potter to do that, draw the foul on McElwee. That will be McElwee's first, and the first of the half for Union.
Yeah, he did a really good job of, really extending to the last second. He got McElwee kind of falling back. McElwee never could get his feet set, but he waited till he knew he was in the right position for him before he kind of did that little stutter step and went into him, which that will be called a defensive foul every single time.
The overrated chance rained down from the student section. Jaden Oates with the quick hands, but it's going to be out of bounds and awarded back to the Red Hawks. And what was a lot of talk between Mason and Oates early on has turned into really no chatter at all. As Oates comes off and tries to double screen Pierce, doesn't work. McElwee will bring it up. It's stolen and out of bounds. Nice quick hands again by Potter, disrupting.
We've said it all game, and he is a very dynamic athlete. And, he's really fun to watch, and whether you're a fan or not, you got to respect what Mr. Potter can do with the basketball.
Jaden Oates will pick up his 4th foul. Jaden Oates has got a tall task. Oates will have a seat. Richard Wilson will check in, the 6'1" senior. Pierce will get it into McElwee. 122-120 now remaining. 49-40. Red Hawks on top. Coach Garcia didn't like what he saw, so he took a quick timeout. And we will too. Booker T and Union, 49-40, Union on top. We'll be back. Back from the timeout that Coach Garcia called, and Casey, what do you think that was because of?
I look down there, and you have a 6'1" guard on Chris Mason, who's not only he's on the wrong end of height and weight. So if I'm Coach Garcia, I'm drawing it up to try to get Mason in one-on-one situations and kind of allow him to be the bully.
Just like that, Potter does a great job to steal it, and again, Potter may not have showed up on the score sheet, but he's definitely come alive defensively. Now Johnson. Johnson will get it over to Smith. Smith to Potter. Potter inside, blocked again, but the second time, Pierce is going to get charged with a foul, and that's probably a good foul. Even though Pierce had some height on him, he was over his back for sure. 49-40. Pierce's, excuse me, I said that was charged to Pierce, but it wasn't.
Yeah, they called that on Fuller.
They called that on Fuller. Regardless, it's a foul either way, and Potter will go to the line and shoot 2 as Mims gets ready to check in for Coach Garcia.
What's really surprising here is, and this is going to sound a lot worse than I mean it, but with 24 fouls called in this game so far, Trent Pierce has 0.
Yes. And if Pierce is playing that kind of game as Mims and Sanders checks in. So Mims and Sanders. Mims comes away with a rebound. He'll look and try to get some help. Stolen. Booker T blocked by Mims. And he'll get called with the foul. Boy, that was a tough call there.
Yeah,
Mims got a lot of ball.
Yeah, DeMond's sitting there telling him, hey, man, I was yelling at you. I was wide open, no one on me. And it looked like Mims looked at him a couple times and never gave him the ball.
Not too sure why. His vantage point and our vantage points are entirely different, but yeah, he was wide open.
Is that because he's 6'7" and we're not?
Exactly. Wish I was 6.
You and me both.
Johnson will miss the first.
I don't have a 6 in either the first or the second one. Both 5s.
Johnson will make the second. 49-42, the lead is now 7. Sanders puts it on the floor and he'll run up the floor. Isaac Johnson will get charged with a foul there.
He doesn't like that foul. Honestly, I don't either, because one thing I did love was he was using his body to try to push DeMond to the
out of bounds.
to the baseline and get him forced out of bounds. So that's a tough foul for him right there.
Well, and you've talked about it a lot. You're taught to use that out of bounds as another defenseman, especially in situations like that.
And that's exactly what he was doing. And I don't think he got aggressive with his hands. I don't think he got aggressive with his body. All he did was, kind of force and use his leverage to get him going.
Sanders drives. And the charge will be called.
Yeah, good job there by Richard Wilson. He got his feet set inside the lane and did a beautiful job of rolling right in front of DeMond, taking a charge there.
Sanders doesn't like it. Regardless, it's a charge either way, and you said it. It was a charge.
He doesn't like it, but it was a very good call there by the refs. They've had a lot of flack tonight by the fans, but that was a good call.
Pierce up ahead, his stripped. Now Potter, 2-on-2. Potter stops, shoots the 3, can't get it to go. Rebound Mims, and he is fouled. Michael Smith will get charged with the foul there, and Union will go to the line and shoot 1-and-1. Mason will check in, Sanders will check out. A little conversation there, I think some laughter. What'd you see there, Casey?
The fan behind me said, if you're going to miss, go rebound.
Well,
I agree with you, sir.
Yeah, there you go. 4.7 seconds, remaining in the third.
Look who we have coming in.
And Eric Madrid comes in and the fans go crazy. Absolutely. And Madrid with a big smile on his face. An Eric Madrid sighting. Folks, if you're just now joining us and haven't seen any Union basketball, Eric Madrid is a 6'10 sophomore who has just worked his butt off. 2-and-1 at the buzzer. Good! Micaiah Chambers for 3 to cut the lead to 5. And we're headed into the fourth quarter. 49-44, Union on top. The Union Invitational is brought to you by the Oklahoma Ford dealers. They're the best in Oklahoma. Welcome back to the fourth quarter, 49-44. The Red Hawks on top. Thanks for joining us on the Union Sports Network and Cox Channel 93. He's Casey Jordan. I'm Jim Douthit. Big three ball there to get the Hornets back to within 5. And much to the chagrin of everybody here, Eric Madrid is back on the bench.
You know, I understand what Coach Garcia was doing there, you know, just trying to give a little bit of break. You know, we want to see more of Madrid, but nothing against the young man, but this Booker T team, you know,
they'd run him, well, they wouldn't run him over, they just run right by him.
They'd run him.
Mason turnaround jumper, doesn't get it to go. Pierce can't get the rebound there. And Boone will come away with the board. That was a good possession. Chris had a nice look, just couldn't get it to finish. Now Boone drives, stops, pops, long rebound, controlled there by Fuller. He'll get it up to Pierce, up ahead to Dixon. Dixon shoots the 3, can't get it to go. Mason underneath the board.
Yeah, that's, you know, a really good situation there for Dixon. You know, Potter got a hand on it, and it deflected that ball a little bit, but went right to Chris Mason, and he did exactly what you want him to do.
Well, and he doesn't do that if he's not crashing the board. Now Potter, nice move. Potter's coming up a little gimpy. He's telling Coach Brown, I don't want to get out. The refs are doing what's cool and giving him an opportunity, but unfortunately, man, that's too bad.
Yeah.
Hate to see that. Potter will have to come out. Parker will check back in. He's cramping up.
Need some Gatorade.
It's pickle juice, right? Used to be pickle juice.
Yeah, I think it worked. I think that's more of a myth than anything.
Well, it worked for me. The one time I cramped up because I'm not that much of an athlete. I was getting out of bed.
The goalies catch cramps?
Goalies get cramped up. Yes, we do, every once in a while. 6:51 remaining, inside to Mason. Mason will go to work. And the foul will be charged on Mason. He'll get some help up by Micaiah Chambers. Some cool sportsmanship. And I tell you what, after what we saw in the first half, this has turned into just a hard-fought basketball game, and I like it.
Yeah, those first 5 minutes, you wouldn't have seen that. It would have been the complete opposite. So
do you give credit to the refs because they called some fouls and kind of took control of the game?
I do, but, you know,
fans might not.
What do I know? I think they called a lot of fouls early on to really try to rein this in, to not let it get out of hand.
And a travel by Michael Smith. 51-46, 6:25 remaining. Trent Pierce will hustle down. He'll get the ball out to McElwee, or attempt to for sure. Mentally smart, good possessions on both sides. And this will be a crazy ending to what we expected.
Not to say, we didn't expect anything less.
Now inside to Pierce, turnaround jumper, doesn't get it to go. The Hornets will come away, up ahead to Parker. Parker quickly ahead, 1-on-3, nice move there, and he'll get it to go, and one. Fuller will get charged with a foul there.
Yeah, he doesn't like that, but he definitely got a little forearm to the face. It was incidental, but it definitely happened. So
incidental or not, it's a foul. And Parker can cut Union's lead to 2, just like that.
Yeah, these last couple of possessions for Union, they really just settled for their first look instead of moving the ball around and doing what they had a lot of success with late in that second quarter. So I'd like to see them going to try to really get Booker T flowing sideline to sideline instead of just settling for the first look they get.
Will War will check in. Potter, thankfully, will check back in for the Hornets. Chambers will check out. Up by 2. Mason inbounds it to McElwee. He'll set the screen. McElwee will bring it up. Probably the best hands on the court in McElwee right now. Is he'll get a cutting Mason. The ball's going to be... Mason comes up gimpy. Pierce is going to get charged with his first foul. I'm not too sure what it was. It was off the ball, and I didn't see it.
Yeah, he was setting a screen and kind of extended a little bit to knock him off track, and you just can't do that.
You can't do that. Now Parker. Parker will drive, stop, pop, in and out. Mason with the rebound. He needs some help. He does. He's got it. Long ball, and that's going to be well out of bounds.
Sloppy basketball right now.
Boy, and for me, if I'm Coach Garcia, I think I take the timeout and control these guys back down, or what? What do you think?
I agree with you. I think that, you know, these last 4 or 5 possessions for Union have you know, they're settling for first shots. They're just getting really sloppy. But that's credit to Booker T. I mean, they've really stepped up on the defensive side, got back to what they had a lot of success with there in the first half, and that's really aggressive defense and getting right in Union's face.
Now Parker will set it out to Johnson. Johnson will direct some traffic. He's at Potter's right here in front of us. Potter gets it over to Smith. Smith back to Johnson. Back to Parker. And the 3. And the Hornets are now up by 1. Quickly up ahead to Mason. Mason with a jam. And just like that, Hornets fell asleep and the Redhawks took advantage of it. Now back down. Parker can't get it to go. Mason with the block. Great defense and up ahead. Stolen by the Hornets to Parker. No basket and no shot. The foul's going to be charged to Chris Mason, but no shooting foul there.
Did we just start the first quarter over again?
Woo, man. That's Mason's 4th, though. With 4:37 remaining, Coach Garcia looking at a couple of his refs. It's going to be 1-1 now. Both teams are in the bonus. It was not a shooting foul from what I was called. It's 1-1. There we go.
But yeah, now if you're Booker T, this is kind of one of those situations where, you know, roles reverse. You come at Chris Mason. You try to get him out if you can. You know, on the opposite side, Cam Parker for Booker T has 4 fouls as well. So,
and Johnson as well for Booker T. So they've got 2 with 4. We've got 1 with 4. Parker does a nice job there. And now we're knotted at 53. A couple of the parents were telling Isaac Johnson that 3-1's got 4 fouls. Now McElwee guarded nicely there by Potter. McElwee's done a good job. Potter's sticky. McElwee. I'm not too sure what that was all about, but that was not probably what Coach Garcia drew up.
No, but that's credit to Aaron Potter there, because, you know, if you watch him, he's very intense when it comes to defense, and he's not going to give you an inch. So if you're going to get an inch from him, you better take it, because he's not going to give it up.
Potter will get his 4th foul.
I believe they called that on Trent.
Oh, nope, my bad. Did call it on Trent Pierce. I saw him applauding, and so Pierce will tap 2. 1-1 with 19 fouls is Union. 17 fouls for Booker T. Potter will go to the line and shoot. 1-1. Potter takes his time, spins, gets the first. 55-53. High 5 from Parker. And just like that, Potter's got 14. I think we were talking about how he hadn't scored very much. Potter makes both of them. So he'll have 15. Mason gets it into Pierce, up ahead to McElwee quickly. McElwee loses the handle, and he's got to slow down a little bit. Just like that. Double dribble on Potter. Double dribble on Potter, and that's what Mason's telling McElwee right now. Slow down, son. He's got to slow down a little bit. His intensity is a little too much. Tipped out of bounds. Foul's going to be charged there to Michael Smith. Chris Mason will go to line and shoot the 1-and-1. Mason needs to make these. The lead is 3 for the Hornets. 4:03 remaining here. In and out, can't get it to go. Rebound, Booker T. They'll slow it down and bring it up. Johnson will quarterback this. Hand it over to Parker. Now Parker looks to try to drive the lane, can't. Guarded nicely there by Pierce. Pierce stolen, tipped away by Pierce, and Mason cleans it up. McElwee will give it back to Pierce. Pierce will quarterback this now for Coach Garcia. Now Mason drives. Little quick jumper, can't get it to go. Johnson, comes away with a rebound. Now Johnson ahead. Give it to Parker, back to Johnson. Johnson up high to Boone. Johnson drives, puts it back out to Parker. Parker puts it on the floor. He'll shoot it from the free throw line and make it. 58-53. The lead is 5 now with 3:05 remaining. Now McElwee, again, guarded nicely there by Potter. Potter's gonna get his 4th. Parker over there to calm him down. I don't think you and I have called a game this intense, even more so than Tuesday.
Yeah, it's it's a tough break for Potter there, because he plays really good defense. It gets in your face, but that style of defense sometimes it just you can't do some of the things that you try to get away with, and in a tight game like this, when it escalated like it did, they're gonna call us a lot closer than they did that first game.
And McElwee's not the one you want to gonna foul if you're a Hornet, because if we go back to Tuesday night, he was 6 for 6 down the road in clutch situations, and you just knocked on wood. And I know, but I'm just saying, McElwee just made those 2. Now Johnson. Johnson to Parker. Parker shoot the 3, can't get it to go, and that ball's gonna get out of bounds. Nice hustle there by Michael Smith. But nobody was in the corner. And the Red Hawks are gonna come away with 2:34 remaining. McElwee will bring it up. Take his time and set something up. He's looking to his left, looking over here for Fuller. Fuller's got it now. Fuller will put it on the floor, picks it up to Dixon. Dixon for 3, good! And we're knotted at 58. Cedric Dixon has got 8.
This is that type of game that you and I have talked about with this Union team, is they still quite haven't figured out who's going to be that guy that, clutch time situation, who's going to really take over.
Potter from, goodness gracious, the parking lot there. And Coach Garcia will take a timeout. Potter from way outside, handicap zone there. 61-58, 1:53 remaining in the 4th. We'll take a timeout. It's Union Jinx Invitational right here on the Union Sports Network at Cox. Back live, 1:53 remaining, 61-58. Booker T on top. Union will get the ball out of bounds. Both teams in the bonus. Both teams one foul away from the double bonus. Trent Pierce will ask for some help. He'll get Mason and McElweed down in the end. They'll give it to Mason. Mason will dribble it up, give it back to McElwee. And McElwee will cross the timeline. 1:41 remaining. Pierce, McElwee giving some direction. Now Fuller. Fuller, nice move. Inside layup, can't get it to go. Pierce with a rebound and in. Crashing the boards. We have these bursts of greatness. I just wish they would do it all the time.
Yeah, that's one thing that you expect from a 6'9" guard crashing the boards, because when he goes in there, there's no one that's going to out-jump him. So use it to your advantage and go clean up.
Student section comes alive at the far end. The Hornets, as we have a minute remaining here in the fourth. Coach Brown saying four hands, 4 fingers he's got up, four hands, 4 fingers he's got up. And number 4's got it. That's Parker. He'll give it to Johnson. Now Johnson, he gets double teamed there. He'll quickly get it to Potter, 39-38, and they're playing keep away right now, hoping for a turnover. Can't get it to go. Fouls all over. Number 1's going to get charged with a foul, and that's Fuller with 29.4 seconds. That's Fuller's 4th.
In my opinion, that's a good foul. You fouled him before he got the shot off, so now it's.
I believe it's it's double bonus, but
either way, shooting 2.
Potter will go to the line and shoot 2. He's got 18. Overrated of the chance. Nothing overrated about that free throw. 62-60. Potter can give the Hornets a 3-point lead. The winner gets Jinx. As I look over my shoulder, Clay Martin and one of his assistants are eagerly taking mental notes of everything that's happening, I'm sure. And the lead is 3. Mason quickly inbounds it to McElwee. Now there's no reason to hurry, but you gotta have a 3. You gotta have smart possession here. For 3, can't get it to go. Mason with the rebound and in! And the lead is 1. Full court press. Coach Garcia telling him quickly foul, and Pierce will with 12.4. Pierce will quickly foul. Parker will go to the line, and he's the 2nd leading scorer for the Hornets at 18.
Yeah, I feel like Parker's had the more
even keel game, maybe.
Well, my Vian grammar bout came out. More better game. He's had he has 19 points, but his points have been more flashy, more out there, to where Potter is up to 20 points now, and it seems like just earlier we were talking about how he was having a rough night, and he's quickly probably had 10 in the last quarter. Easily. So Coach Garcia is going to take a full timeout here. 12.4 seconds remaining. We're going to keep it here. So they've got 1 more to shoot, which will could possibly take them to a lead of 3. You got 12 seconds. You got to get it down the floor pretty quickly and set something up. I imagine the Hornets, if they make it, they're going to come away and make the Red Hawks work the entire length of the floor, for sure. Yeah, but, I'm going to play devil's advocate. Foul him? Don't give them an opportunity to shoot a 3?
Yeah. You foul him, he only gets 2 shots. It's a good point. So then, and we could role play this all night. Then if you're Union and you get it and you're going to the line to shoot 2, do you purposely miss? Throw it against the backboard, one of those deals, you know? I mean,
and I could be wrong. I don't think you can throw it against the backboard anymore.
Oh,
I
you
know
can't?
you
Okay.
used to, but that's a tricky situation because you're still not guaranteed that it comes back at you. But if I'm Booker T, I think that's the conversation I have right there. Hey, if he makes this, as soon as that ball comes in bounds, foul him.
Parker still gets to shoot the second of two. Parker will go and shoot the second. The lead is 2, possibly 3. And he makes it. Now the lead is 3. 10 seconds. McElwee with the ball, puts it on the floor, 3-2. He's double teamed, he throws it up. No good! And Booker T will come away with the victory as they win 65-62. And Booker T will take on Jinx tomorrow at 8:30 in the championship of the Jinx Union Invitational. You can catch that game on Cox Cable. Check your local listings. Oh, baby. So for our crew, Daniel Lopez, Isaac Barraza, producer director Andy Irwin, Casey Jordan, I'm Jim Douthit. Thanks for joining us on the Union Sports Network and Cox Channel 93. Good night, everybody.